It's 6:30. Good morning, I'm Ian Crouch with Hunter News. A man is on the run after a brazen armed hold-up at Cardiff last night. Wielding a shotgun, he threatened the attendant at a supermarket, demanding cash from the till just after 7:30. Sergeant Dave Rose says he then fled with cash in a white getaway car being driven by another person.
The search was unable to locate the man or the vehicle, and officers are now appealing for anyone with information about the robbery or the identity of those involved to come forward. The offender is described as being about 190 centimetres tall with a skinny build, and he was last seen wearing a long-sleeved hooded jacket, jeans and joggers, carrying a gun described as a double-barrelled sawn-off shotgun.
Police are stepping up their investigation into the suspicious disappearance of Gateshead man Christopher Daunt. A search involving the Polair helicopter, trail bikes and all-terrain vehicles will take place in bushland in the Killingworth area today after detectives received a tip-off. There are fears the 27-year-old builder may have been murdered after going missing in March this year. Planning Minister Rob Stokes has told Urban Growth to rethink building heights in Newcastle's East End. Former Minister Prue Goward last year set the maximum height for one of three proposed towers at 17 stories, but this has drawn criticism from inner-city residents. Rob Stokes says the Government Development Agency needs to work with Newcastle Council to get a mutually agreeable outcome.
Newcastle as a city, is just bursting with opportunity, and we want to do what we can to help unlock that opportunity and facilitate appropriate development, and development that's consistent with the city's development and its story and its heritage.
Questions are being raised over plans to reuse some of the contaminated waste left over from the former Curry aluminium smelter. Hydro, who owns the site, wants to recycle some of the 350,000 tonnes of harmful material instead of sending it to a buried containment cell. Cessnock MP Clayton Barr says he's happy with the idea as long as there's no environmental risk. A new Crime Stoppers campaign has been rolled out over the Hunter to help combat the supply of the illicit drug ice. The Dominor Dealer campaign asks the community to inform Crime Stoppers of any information of the supply of the drug. Patterson MP Bob Baldwin says the funding will go a long way.
Well, $1 million will be spent to make sure that we are educating people. Yeah, people understand there is an issue with ice. It's not an innocent drug, it's an illegal drug that has huge ramifications, long-term addiction, detriment to health, and unfortunately is showing no signs of easing up in our community.
Singleton businesses looking to improve their energy efficiency are being encouraged to file an expression of interest in an energy management basics course. The course has experienced success with other businesses in New South Wales and will be tailored to meet the needs of small and medium businesses in the Singleton area. Expressions of interest are to be lodged by September 30.
Sport for our sponsor, Warners Bay Sports Club Fishing Expo, September 13.
Newcastle Knights prop Corbin Sims has been found not guilty of dangerous conduct by the NRL judiciary following the club's 18-20 loss to the Bulldogs. Sims was charged by the NRL Match Review Committee for a collision with Canterbury lock Greg Eastwood, where it was alleged he made contact with a raised knee. The 23-year-old will be free to play this weekend provided he is not sidelined by a minor injury. Meanwhile, the Knights will need to put it all on the line against the Panthers this weekend if they want to avoid taking home the wooden spoon. Newcastle now sit at the bottom of the ladder at 20 points, with Penrith sitting just one place above them, also on 20 points. Knights winger Nathan Ross says the club will be treating the game like a grand final.
There's no more games after this, so it is our grand final and we need to get the 2 points, and everyone's got a lot of pride in the jersey at this point in time and everyone's fighting, and that's what we're going to do. We're going to fight and get the win.
And in rugby, Hamilton coach Scott Coleman will be celebrating the return of star players Joe Ackersdick and Lufiso Vasagote when they take on the Wanderers in the major semi-final on Saturday. That's sport. I'm Emily Crowe.
2 NURFM News Time 26 to 7.